Tonight, I'd like to take you somewhere very few people have ever found. A place hidden deep inside an old forest where the trees grow tall and quiet, and the air smells of pine, rain, and something faintly sweet, like warm honey. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of this forest. The sky above you is dark blue, not fully night yet, but close. The last light of sunset is fading behind the hills. Ahead of you, a narrow path waits between the trees. It is covered in soft moss, and tiny golden lights flicker along the ground, as if the stars have come down to guide your steps. You begin to walk slowly. There is no rush here. Each step takes you farther away from the noise of the day. The forest is peaceful, not empty, just quiet in the way kind places are quiet. The leaves move gently above you. Somewhere nearby, an owl calls once. Then everything becomes still again. As you walk deeper into the forest, you notice something strange. The trees seem to lean toward the path, not to frighten you, but as if they are welcoming you in. Their branches form a soft arch overhead. Moonlight slips through the leaves in silver ribbons, and then, far ahead, you see a warm light. At first, it looks like a lantern, then a window, then several windows. A small house is waiting in the middle of the forest. It is not a grand house. It is not a castle. It is something much better. A little wooden cottage with a curved roof, glowing windows, and ivy climbing gently around the door. Smoke rises from the chimney in soft, lazy curls. The garden around it is full of flowers that bloom only at night. Blue flowers, white flowers, tiny purple bells that ring silently whenever the wind passes. You stop at the gate. It is made of old wood and wrapped in silver vines. Before you can touch it, the gate opens by itself. Not quickly, not suddenly, just slowly, as if the house has been expecting you. You step inside. The path to the front door is lined with lanterns. Each lantern glows a different shade of gold. Some are shaped like moons, some like stars, some like little sleeping birds. When you reach the door, you notice there is no handle, only a small brass keyhole. Then, from inside your pocket, you feel something warm. You reach in and find a tiny golden key. You don't remember putting it there, but somehow it feels like it has always belonged to you. You place the key in the lock. The door opens. Warmth touches your face. Inside, the house smells of cinnamon, old books, and fresh bread. A fire burns softly in the fireplace. Not too bright, not too hot, not too hot. Just enough to make the room glow. There are shelves everywhere. Shelves full of books. Shelves full of candles. Shelves full of tiny glass jars, each one holding a different kind of light. One jar holds morning light, another holds sunset, Another holds the soft silver glow of a full moon. In the corner, a large armchair waits beside the fire. A blanket is folded neatly over one arm. On the little table beside it, there is a cup of tea, still steaming. No one is in the room, and yet nothing feels abandoned. Everything feels prepared for you. You walk toward the chair and sit down. The blanket is soft and warm. The tea smells like lavender and honey. Outside the window, the forest moves gently in the night breeze. You take a slow breath, and for the first time all day, your shoulders relax. On the table, beside the tea, there is a small note. It is written in careful golden handwriting. It says, "Rest here for as long as you need. The house remembers how tired hearts heal." You read the words once, then again, and something inside you softens, because sometimes what we need most is not advice, not answers, not even a perfect plan. Sometimes we simply need a place where nothing is asked of us, a place where we can be quiet, a place where we can breathe. The fire crackles gently. A book slides slowly from one of the shelves and floats across the room. It lands softly in your lap. The cover is deep blue, decorated with tiny stars. There is no title. When you open it, the pages are blank. But then, words begin to appear, not all at once, just slowly, as if the book is listening to your heart and choosing the right story. The first page says, "Once there was someone who carried too much for too long." You turn the page, and one night, the forest led them to a house that knew how to give things back. You smile softly, because you understand. This is not an ordinary book. This is a book that tells each visitor the story they most need to hear. You keep reading, but the words are gentle, so gentle they feel less like a story and more like a lullaby. After a while, your eyes grow heavy. The room becomes softer, the fire glows lower, and then you hear a tiny sound near your feet. A small white fox has entered the room. Its fur shines faintly, like moonlight on snow. It looks up at you with calm, knowing eyes. Then it curls beside the chair and rests its head on its paws. It is not a pet, not exactly. It is the guardian of the house, the keeper of quiet nights. And tonight, it has chosen to stay near you. You feel safe, completely safe. Outside, the wind moves through the trees. But inside, the house hums gently. The walls seem to breathe. The candles flicker. The jars of light glow softly on the shelves. After some time, you stand and explore. There is a kitchen with copper pots hanging above the stove. A loaf of bread sits on the counter, warm and golden. Beside it is a bowl of berries that sparkle faintly in the lamplight. There is a staircase that curves upward like a question mark. You climb it slowly. At the top, There is a hallway with 3 doors. The first door is painted pale blue. The second is painted soft green. The third is painted the color of moonlight. You open the moonlight door. Inside is a bedroom. Simple, beautiful, peaceful. The bed is covered with white blankets and silver pillows. Above it, the ceiling is not a ceiling at all. It is a sky, a quiet sky full of stars. They move slowly, like tiny lanterns floating on dark water. Near the window, sheer curtains drift in the breeze. Outside, the forest glows under the moon. You walk closer and look out. From this window, you can see things that were hidden before. A river of silver light winding between the trees. Tiny deer with glowing antlers drinking at the water's edge. Fireflies dancing in slow circles. And far away, another warm light. Perhaps another house. Perhaps another dream. You don't need to know. Not tonight. Tonight, this house is enough. You sit on the edge of the bed. The little white fox appears at the doorway, as if checking that everything is well. Then it turns and disappears quietly down the stairs. On the pillow, there is another note. This one says, "Leave your worries by the door. They will be smaller in the morning." You place the note beside the bed. Then you lie down. The blankets settle around you like a soft cloud. The pillow is cool. The room is silent, except for the gentle sound of the forest outside. You close your eyes for a moment, and as you do, the house begins to glow, not brightly, not enough to wake you, just a soft, golden glow that moves through the walls, the windows, the stairs, the shelves, the books, the candles, like the whole house is made of kindness. Downstairs, the fire continues to burn. The tea stays warm. The fox sleeps beside the chair. The forest keeps watch, and the magical house stands quietly beneath the moon, holding you safely inside its light. Before sleep fully takes you, you hear the house whisper one final thing, not in words exactly, more like a feeling. You are allowed to rest now, and so you do. You let the day fade. You let the forest hold the silence. You let the house keep the worries outside, and you drift gently deeper and deeper into sleep. By morning, perhaps you will wake in your own bed. Perhaps you will wonder if the house was only a dream, but somewhere, deep in the quiet forest, the little cottage will still be there, its lanterns glowing, its fire waiting, its books listening, its door ready to open for anyone who needs peace. And maybe, on another soft night, when the world feels a little too loud, you will find the mossy path again. You will see the golden lights between the trees. You will reach into your pocket and feel the tiny key. Sleep well, and I'll meet you in another gentle place soon.